Hey sis, welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. Today on Wellness Wednesday, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Since I am in vacation mode, I'm packing, I'm prepping, I'm traveling for the next week. I figured the next few videos will be based around that. And so today we're going to go through everything you would need if you are deciding to take a trip to Walt Disney World. You're probably thinking, what could I possibly need? Trust me, you are going to be surprised when I go through this list. So let's get right into it. The first thing you're going to need is travel size supplements. So if you follow me on TikTok, you know I love Moon Juice Magnesium. I've been taking it for my cortisol since my levels are so elevated. It helps bring those down. It keeps me regular. It helps me sleep throughout the night. I do not wake up in the middle of the night anymore. And when I travel, I have a tendency to not go regularly. Well, being able to take this with me on the go is a game changer, because I can't take the big jar with me. So having these packs, chef's kiss. If you've tried the Moon Juice that I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. Do you like the supplement? Do you not like it? Did it work for you? Did it not work? Let me know. The next thing we're packing is ponchos, because we all know that Disney World will charge me about $25 to $30 for a poncho when I can just get this from Amazon or from TikTok Shop from anywhere between $10 and $15. I love that it has a case, so once I'm done wearing it, I can put it back into the case. If you've never been to Walt Disney World, let me tell you this. I don't care if it's 80 degrees or 90 degrees or even 100 degrees, baby, it's going to rain. It rains all the time. And so walking around with a poncho is going to be key in making sure you stay dry. I will also have a pair of water shoes in my backpack, so that way when it does start to rain, I can actually take off my shoes, put them in my backpack, and change them out for my water shoes. With that being said, that brings me to the next thing that you're going to need if you're going to Walt Disney World. Every day inside of our backpack, we will have 2 of these gallon-sized quart bags. This bag will be to house any wet shoes that I do change out of, so my water shoes can actually go into this. That's going to be a quart-sized bag. It's going to be if there's any leftover snacks. I have a tendency to buy stuff and not finish it. My husband can't stand when I waste food, so I have a tendency to pack things up, and then that way later on he can actually enjoy them. The next thing you're going to need on your trip is a good pair of shoes, right? So I'm taking with me my On Cloud Monsters and my On Cloud Eclipse. However, even though I've used them almost every day when I go for my walks, I don't know how they're going to hold up when I'm doing 20,000 plus steps a day. So just to be on the safe side, I got an extra Dr. Scholl's. So just to be on the safe side, I got an extra Dr. Scholl's just in case after day 1 or day 2, if I feel any pain down there, I have some extra support going forward. Since we're already talking about feet, this is going to be the next thing that you're going to need if you're packing to go to Walt Disney World. These are your blister bandages. Again, I've worn my shoes on many walks, but let's be honest, on a good day, I'm hitting 10,000 steps, not 20,000. And that's the average that most people walk when they do go to Walt Disney World. And we're going to be there going to the parks for 6 days back to back. Just to be on the safe side, I'm packing my blisters, bandages. Now, since we're still talking about feet, the next thing I am packing for each one of us here, this is an actual foot massager. I don't know how our feet are going to be able to really handle the standing and walking for almost 12 hours in one day. And so just to make sure we have enough relief, since we are doing this back to back for multiple days, I bought these for each one of us. Now, this foot massager, you simply put it on the ground, you put your foot on top so you can sit in your bed or in a chair, and you just roll it back and forth to start to relieve that pressure and give your foot a massage without someone having to do it with their hand. This was about $10, and I think it's going to get a lot of use. And it comes in this nice little cute carrying case. You can pick different colors. The next thing you're going to need for your trip at Walt Disney World is going to be a collapsible water bottle. So I got this one to be able to hook on my backpack so that way I could be hands-free, but it does extend out, as you guys can see. Let me open it up. That way you can see how much it extends out. And then when you're done, you just push it back. Close the top. Ta-da! Now, You can put juice in here if you like, soda, whatever, but this is going to allow you to be able to fill up your water bottle at the water stations, and a lot of the restaurants and quick service places will give you ice water as well. So having a collapsible water bottle is going to be key as you're tackling those Florida heats. Trust me. Now, since we're talking about the quick service, one of the things I noticed when we went to Disney World last time was sometimes they will run out of silverware. I've seen it where they are low on forks, they don't have napkins, and they only have paper straws. So we've decided that each one of us will have our own individual pack of silverware. I'm like, why is it so hard to open? It's not normally like this. Okay, there you go. I was opening it wrong. Okay. And so in here, you're able to have your fork, you have a spoon, you have a butter knife, and it comes with 2 different straws so that you don't have to use the paper straws. It also came with chopsticks, but we're not bringing those. And it comes with the straw cleaner. And it's very lightweight, but very good. But I would say it's definitely good quality when it comes to the silverware. Let's close it back. And you just put it. And again, this will just be in our backpacks. Our backpacks, we each will have a backpack for every day we are in the parks. While in the parks, as you can imagine, it's going to be very hot. And so to make sure I am shaded and not getting burnt, I am going to have a hat. So you will definitely need a hat. I personally like to wear them. My husband wears more of the bucket hat. My son does not wear hats, but he will be covered in sunscreen. Now, this is an option that I recommend, one of the travel size, because I want to make sure we have them in our backpacks so we can reapply throughout the day. So I know that you can bring the big bottle and that's fine, but when you're in the parks, having something that's travel size for your SPF is going to be key. And that's another thing that I recommend going to Walt Disney World. Since we are on the line of heat, the next thing that we purchased here is going to be a fan. So nothing is worse than standing in line and you're dying of heat. Having this fan that fits in your hand with you, it has multiple levels, 3 levels. Yep. And it has no water in it right now, but there's actually a mister right here as well that will actually spray you with mist as you are standing in line. Now, I don't normally get hot like that, but my husband and my son do. And so I have 2 of these for them because they tend to get hot really easily. I love the heat. So if you are looking for a fast and easy way to cool down, this is going to be amazing because again, you have the fan and it also comes with a mister to help keep you moist and hydrated overall, at least your skin. Now, Disney wouldn't be Disney without Disney ears, but if you've been following me, you know that whenever I put something on my head that isn't flimsy, I tend to get a headache. And so I have to find her name because I bought these a while ago since we've been planning this for so long. I purchased these ears for the park. Aren't they the cutest? I got these to go with my Tiana outfits because I have plenty of Tiana outfits. And these because they were pink and cute and girly. Now, it comes with a band. As you can see here, again, I will make sure I tag the woman who creates these. You do have to buy them about 6 weeks in advance. I want to say it took a while for them to come, but I've had them for a while and it's the only thing I can wear on my head to make sure I don't get a headache because most ears give me a headache. So if you're looking to wear ears and you know they give you a headache, then I would strongly recommend pre-ordering some of these before you go to the park. Now, we've already talked about the water bottle and how you should have water with you and you can refill at any of the quick service places as well as the fountains and so forth. One of the things we are keeping with us just to make sure we stay hydrated, because you will definitely get dehydrated, is electrolytes. And so this flavor here is the ones that we are using. We've tried the liquid IVs, but they just have too much sugar. And so they just have too much sugar and too much stuff in them. And so this is our next best bet that I would recommend if you are looking to have electrolytes to stay hydrated on your Disney trip. Because it is going to be hot, you're going to be fighting dehydration and so much more. The next thing I am going to recommend on your Disney trip is going to be Body Glide. Now, according to this, you can put this on your groin, your thighs, your buttocks, your chest, your nipples, arms, your folds, your creases, your feet, you name it. This is actually the waterproof one, so you can put it anywhere that it actually gets wet as well. Come on now, Body Glide. Glide your way on out. Come on, baby. Glide. And it looks like deodorant. And so it can go everywhere on your body. There you go. Can you see that? All the little different places. So just to make sure I'm not sweating in places that should not be sweating and smelling up the place, get you some Body Glide, because trust me, that humidity gets real. Since we are going to be in the parks, the one thing I can tell you is this: if I do have to go in the park and do number, one of the biggest things in the parks, or even in my hotel room at home, we have wipes. And so we tend to carry these around with us in each of our backpacks. This will allow us to have individual wipes. So in case we have to go to the restroom while we're in the parks, we'll be able to use a wipe still. That is something that I am big on. It rarely happens at the park, should I say. It might be the hotel room more than anything, but just in case it does happen, having these handy is going to be key. I'm not sure if you guys ever use that Disney World tissue. Have you seen what I got going on back there? I got a lot. And so I need moisture when I'm cleaning. I need to get it all. And that's what those wipes do. Now, because we're going to be in a park full of people, full of germs, of course, we are going to have hand sanitizer. So we each have one of these in our backpacks. I did get these because they are all natural. They have less toxins and so forth. But most importantly, they're refillable. That's the one thing I've noticed. We've been buying so many different hand sanitizers. I finally went with a company that I can actually refill, so we can just start buying the refill packs and fill these up as we go. Now, since we're going to be inside the parks and we're going to have all of this stuff inside of our backpacks, my biggest fear is someone actually losing their backpack. So each backpack will have an air tag inside of it. This way, if someone loses their backpack with all of this stuff, we will be able to find it. If you are going to the parks, I cannot stress having an air tag, whether it's on your stroller, in your purse, in your backpack, you name it. People do lose these items. And so you want to make sure you can keep track of your individual belongings, because I've seen stuff get lost and never get turned into lost and found. Now let's move into actually the hotel room. So I did purchase some disposable sheets. That will be the next thing that I will be showing you guys, but they have not arrived. So I'm hoping that they arrive before we leave, but I would recommend you guys buying disposable sheets. I'm not sure if you guys saw that clip on TikTok where the insider goes to like 3 different hotels. They spray this invisible spray on the sheets and the pillow. They come back the next day to see if the beds have been changed. They check out and check in under a new name. And I want to say 2 of the hotels did not change their sheets. The 3rd one changed their sheets, but did not change the pillowcase. So none of the hotels actually changed the pillows. When I saw that video, I freaked out. And so since then, whenever we travel, I like to sleep with disposable sheets, at least for the first 2 days, because I assume at least by the 3rd day, they are going to actually wash those sheets. The next thing in our hotel room that we're going to have is a power pack. We have so many different things that we use that require USB-Cs. And so being able to plug into just one station, I have a camera, I have mics, I have my iPad, I have my MacBook, I have my son has his stuff, but this is why having something like this is essential, because I just need the cords and not the bases for everything. It plugs in, it charges all of my devices, and it only takes up 1 outlet versus taking up about 7. And when you're a family of 3, it comes in handy. The next thing I would recommend for your Disney trip is going to be bug spray. That's right, bed bug spray. As you know, most hotels have bed bugs. And so one of the things you can do is spray this down so that it can one of the things you can do is spray down your bed. This way, if they are there, they can be killed and hopefully not bite you or get into all your stuff. You guys already know what this is. Lysol. As soon as we check into our room, the family knows I go in for about 30 minutes and I simply just clean the room. One of the things I do is I spray all of the common touched areas, and I spray our bedding, I spray everywhere, so that way we can clean out the room thoroughly and sanitize it. Which leads me to your next item, which is going to be Lysol wipes. After I spray everything, I wipe everything down as well. Last but certainly not least is going to be these compact tiles. I wear makeup whenever I am on vacation, and so I hate messing up the hotel tiles. If you run this underwater, it gives you a full-on thick tile. towel so that you can wipe off your makeup or just wipe your body if you're not okay with using hotel towels. So I like to bring compact towels as well as face scrubbers. So that way I can remove my makeup without having to damage the hotel towels. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Give me a thumbs up, share it. But most importantly, let me know if you take some of these items with you when you are on vacation. I know some people may see this and say, oh my God, you're so extra. That's too much. You don't need that. But I'm sure my people are out there watching this and you're like, girl, I got all that and some. Let me know below. What is the and some for you that maybe I missed? But also let me know if you have these items as well when you go on vacation. Thank you guys so much for watching our Wellness Wednesday. We will see you on Friday for Freestyle Friday, where I will set up my camera and have you guys pack with me for Disney World. So if you're wondering what should I pack when I go to Disney World, check out my Freestyle Friday. I got everything you need. Have a great day, but most importantly, go be intentional with having a blessed day.